Welcome to Computer and Engineering Drawing Session. So here in this chapter we'll be discussing projection of planes. The projection of planes, what we see is how we are going to raise the plane with respect to HP and VP, and if with respect to the profile plane, if it is place the plane, how exactly it looks. So how to draw the projections front view, top view and side view for the given problem. So the description of the plane figure, how it is placed, it is given with respect to HP and VP, how it is placed, and if it is inclined to some angle, it is going to give the angle, whether it is going to rest on the edge or corner or on the surface, how it is placed. All these illustrations will be given accordingly as supposed to solve the problem. So here we three cases where the rectangular lamina it is placed. So here the lamina it is parallel to HP, inclined to HP, one small side inclined to VP. So like this we'll be able to place the lamina in different positions. So when we draw the front and top view, so in the front only the line is visible, and if you see from the top, you'll be able to get the rectangular surface. So if the lamina is inclined at the required inclination where it is placed, the line is only visible of the plane surface. So if you see from the top, the rectangle it gets distorted to another shape. So distorted rectangle it is available. So in the front view only line is visible. So if it is inclination with respect to VP has been done, here you can, in the front view you'll be able to see a distorted rectangle, and if you see from the top, once again the distorted shape of the rectangle is visible. So if convert into orthographic shape, you'll be able to see the true shape in the top view, and only in the front view you'll be able to see a parallel line to XY line. So in the front view you'll be able to see the inclined line, and in the top view you'll be able to see the distorted rectangle within the given two ends. So in the third orthographic view, you can see that the front and top view in the both distorted rectangular shape is seen as it is inclined to HP as well as VP. So when you want to solve the problem, you have to follow these steps. Assume suitable condition to draw front and top initial position. Means here it may be the resting condition is very important. Here if you don't take care of the resting initial position, second step and third step you may make a mistake. So in the second step, what you're supposed to consider is inclination. So whether the lamina is inclined to front view or top view, according to that you're supposed to draw. And last, when we see the third view, it is the front and top view you are supposed to obtain. So initially, what are the resting condition you give initially, that you are going to see in the third position also. So in all the stages, you are supposed to retain the resting position. Otherwise, it is difficult to get the solution. So if the surface is inclined to VP, assume it to be parallel to HP, or the surface is inclined to VP, assume it parallel to VP. So like this, initially you are supposed to assume and you are supposed to solve the problem. So step by step, the three steps you are supposed to take care in solving the problem. So first problem, will take a rectangle of 30 by 50 mm sides is resting on HP on one of its small side, which is 30 degree inclined to VP, while the surface of the plane makes 45 degree inclination with HP, draw its projection. So initially a rectangle of 30 by 50 mm you are supposed to draw, resting on the small side, means on the 30 mm side. and the surface make 45 degree to HP, and the small side it is inclined at 30 degree to VP. So initially construct rectangle, name all the four sides of the rectangle, then extend the line above XY line, projection lines. So in between the two projection lines, you'll be able to get a line because it is resting on HP. So A dash is invisible, D dash is invisible. So like this is supposed to name. So afterwards make it inclined at 30 degree to uh, 45 degree to HP. So smaller side A dash B dash must be touching XY line. Afterwards draw the projection lines, draw vertical projection lines and horizontal projection lines. Where all the line coincides within that, you must be able to get the shape of the distorted rectangle. So this is the second position which tells the surface lamina is inclined at 45 degree to HP. So the small side on which rest it is inclined at 30 degree to VP. So 30 degree, take A1, B1 at 30 degree. Afterwards draw the vertical projection lines. Where all you get the coinciding point, you can mark the points. After that, name the required corners. Afterwards construct the required shape of the rectangle. So like this you'll be able to get the three views of the projection of planes problem.